Hello, I'm Kevin Lee, the author of Tessellation Exploration, a dynamic new tool that lets you create and explore two-dimensional tessellations. A tessellation is a special kind of pattern made from a single shape called a tile that is copied and repeated to cover a surface entirely, without any gaps or overlaps. If you look around, you will see many examples of tessellations. You can find them in a brick wall and even quilt patterns. The Dutch graphic artist, M.C. Escher, made tessellations popular by creating tiles that looked like living creatures. This is a tile I created in the style of Escher. At first, Escher had a difficult time creating his tessellations. He spent many years figuring out the geometric rules behind tessellations. He discovered that if he started with a basic shape that tessellates, he could modify the shape following strict geometric rules and still keep the tessellating property of the tile. He found he needed to understand 4 basic geometric moves: turns, or rotations, slides, or translations, flips, or reflections, and finally glides, or glide reflections, which can be thought of as a flip and a slide, but is considered a single move by mathematicians. I would like to show you how these ideas have been incorporated into tessellation exploration to let you create your own original tessellations and explore the math involved. Begin by choosing a base shape for your tile. There's a triangle, a quadrilateral, a pentagon, and a hexagon. Once you have chosen a base shape, click Next to continue. Now choose the geometric moves for your tile. The geometric moves available depend on the base shape. For the quadrilateral base shape, you can choose from slides, turns, glides, and combinations of these moves such as slides and turns. Choose a move, then click a tile type to see an animation of the move. Notice how the sides of each tile are geometrically related. The first quadrilateral uses turns at the midpoints of each of its sides. When it tessellates, it turns 180 degrees. The second quadrilateral uses 2 turns, 1 at each vertex. When it tessellates, it turns 90 degrees. After you've explored several moves and tile types, choose a tile for your tessellation. Remember that the moves you choose determine how you can shape your tile and how the tile tessellates. I'm going to choose a tile that is based just on slides. When you are ready, click Create My Own. Your tile appears in the Tessellation Creator, ready for you to shape and add artwork. Think of the tile as a cookie cutter that cuts out a section of the painting underneath it to tessellate. Start by shaping your tile. The Tessellation Creator has 3 tools that change the tile's outline. Use the arrow tool to move the tile or to change its size by dragging a corner handle. Use the finger tool to add points to the tile's outline. For each point you add, a second point is added according to the geometric moves that you have chosen for your tile. Drag points to change the shape of the tile. As you drag a point, its corresponding point also moves. Use the scissors to delete unwanted points that you've added. Complete your tessellation by adding artistic elements using the paint tools. Click the active color in the color circle to open the color palette. Select a new set of contrasting colors for your tessellation. I'm going to use the bucket tool to change the background color. An easy way to add features to your tile is to use the stamp tool. I'm going to add eyes and a mouth. Use the other paint tools to draw lines and add other features. When you've finished designing your tessellation, you can animate it. Click Tessellate to watch your tile tessellate, or click Morph to watch your tile change back to its base shape. Finally, don't forget to save your tessellation and maybe even print it to share with others. I think you can see that I had a lot of fun creating tessellation exploration. I hope you have as much fun as you explore the art and the math of tessellations.